Dang! Krebs about to bring back the Why Did I Lose series. That's... Welcome to the Bauer Battle Breakdown, where we learn and grow together. This will be the first episode in a series covering my match with Krebs in the Draft League. I chose very deliberately to do a violent lead. I'm max quaking the Amoonguss and doing Glacial Lance. My hope is that the max quake special defense boost will cover my Calyrex appropriately in order to immediately put on tons and tons of offensive pressure. This is something that I'm going to cover at the end of the video more in depth, but right now, just know that I decided to ready, fire, aim at the start of this matchup. My Calyrex survives the geyser from Kyogre long enough to take out Krebs' Amoonguss. Get the +1 Chilling Neigh boost. Krebs comes in with his own Calyrex, and I decided to max geyser that slot. I don't really feel pressured to deal with the Kyogre. Palkia is very comfortable in front of it, and I opt to protect with my own Calyrex because it's not going to do a ton of damage here, even with the +1. I was originally shocked to see that this max geyser KOs, but it's actually guaranteed in this scenario. And on the flip side, my Calyrex survives the geyser. Now with Krebs down to his last two Pokemon, he shows Incineroar, coming in next to the Dynamax Kyogre. Now, my Calyrex is in kind of a weird spot, having 1 HP. Incineroars commonly like to fake out, so I decided to attempt to protect a second time for if I succeed, which I didn't. I would have been protected from that fake out, but Incineroar doesn't go for the fake out. My guess is that Krebs was looking to get a parting shot off against the Palkia in order to stop some of the momentum. Unfortunately, at this point, it was a little bit too late. The Max Geyser is a pretty much free KO against the Incin. So that happens, and then both Dynamaxes end. Obviously, it was very epic that my Calyrex survived on its invisible Focus Sash, but it hasn't really done anything since making that survival. I go for a Spatial Rend against the Kyogre here, not going for the fully accurate Earth Power because this is a set with Krebs, and I don't want to reveal any additional moves if I don't have to. Origin Pulse will connect, and my Calyrex will go down. Again, I'm choosing Spatial Rend against the Kyogre a second time. I decide to fake out with Incineroar, hoping that Kyogre might show me Protect, but Krebs is smart and hides that information. That one was pretty cut and dry. After the first turn, I was in a really good position to just run away with the game, which is exactly what I did. I told you at the beginning that the lead that I chose was very purposeful. Now, the way that Krebs described it to me was a lot more eloquent than I could ever put it. So I'm actually just going to read what he said to me after the fact. The tricky part about Trick Room versus Trick Room is that one person is probably going to want it more, but both players have the tools to set it up, deny it, be good with it, and be good without it. For that reason, figuring out which side of the coin you want to be on is a crucial part of the matchup and is the hardest part of Team Preview by far. My lead was an effort to completely forego any of that decision making and let him deal with the decision making. I'm just gonna throw out attacks, and thankfully it got me to a very convincing game 1 win. Something else that I don't normally talk about in these is how I'm going to approach game 2. Incineroar, Calyrex, and Amoonguss got no chance to do anything at all. They all just got KO'd. What we know about the Kyogre is that it has Origin Pulse. It has an ice move of some sort. We could almost certainly deduce that it is Ice Beam. I attempted to bait out Protect at the end of the game. He probably was just hiding it from me, but that is something to consider going into game 2. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Bauer Battle Breakdown. Will Krebs be able to make some adjustments in game 2 of the set? Tune in next week to find out, and no, this background is not foreshadowing.